semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Single back, takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Game moves it to the 35, first down again. Takes the handoff again. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's got it. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Ooh, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Handoff on a single back formation. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. They're going to run it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. In their first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14th. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He slings this one deep down the left side. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. Ball handed off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
Offense on the field. It's fourth down and 9. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down of this drive. Keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Slides the quick throw.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
And the Eagles are in the red zone. Oh, here comes the reverse. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
There are so many play callers that get into the red zone and they get worried about the negative aspects of a certain play call. Not this guy. I love that you're willing to take advantage of your playmakers, do whatever it takes to gain yards and put the ball into their hands.
And the Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it in college football play.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. The Georgia State offense on the field now. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Georgia State, 3. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Georgia State offense back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. With the catch, it's Winton. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Here comes the Georgia Southern offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the point after is good. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And here comes a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's a quick grab. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
He hands it off from the gun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Sack sets up 2nd down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia State.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Eagles offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Oh, it's a reverse. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
And looking to throw now on first down. He pulls in the catch. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And the Eagles will line up on 1st and 10. The freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They'll hand it off. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. And the Eagles looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. And the quarterback just sneaks it.
Well, well, well. The old quarterback sneak. Whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Using his legs on the scramble. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And the Eagles line up with a 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. This offense is still clicking. So we'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And they go up 18 after the PAT. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Panthers offense back out there now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Defense And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Bringing pressure.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Important 2nd down play coming up. And there's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. He'll hand it off. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. The field goal is good. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. They'll kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now. They get the second half started with the running play.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? cross play to the outside. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And the Eagles will have to kick this away. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. Not fielded cleanly, it's a loose football. No turnover, offense recovers the fumble.
Well, this returner's about to get an earful, but at least the coach isn't as mad as they would have been if they ended up losing the ball.
The Georgia State offense on the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? He's running out of time here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is what you love to see, right? The quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're
muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Georgia Southern offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Catch made on the left side. Brought down at the 28. It's good enough for a 1st down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
He'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. The back's got it. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He makes the grab.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Eagles pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
And the Eagles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
The offense really clicking here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
And the Eagles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They tackle him all the way down at the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he scores. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's good. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Eagles offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. Kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pressure is coming. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Panthers offense back out there now. first and 10, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Winton. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
New set of downs for the offense, first and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here's the handoff. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll stop the ball to 31.
Man, just complimentary football, really in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Plays bottled up and the football is loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
He's brought down at the 28. Third down coming up.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Georgia Southern.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5.
Got it.
3rd down play for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass rush closing in. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And the Eagles will line up to kick it away. Running it back, it's Luna. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. The Georgia State offense on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's going to take off here. And he will be stuffed for no gain. No huddle now for the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the handoff.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Ball handed off. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And the Eagles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And here's the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the 3rd seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Returner looking to create better field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Sooners offense comes on the field first today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning an
Think about it, Chris. Put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the senior able to make the stop.
He's down at the 22. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, here comes the reverse. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Running back has it on the screen now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken.